anyone want to ask me like anything, having any doubt in our today previous session? You guys want to ask me anything?
No, ma'am, we'll continue.
Okay, so in our previous class only we learned about this browser storage. In browser storage we have two types. First one is local storage and the second one is session storage. So the difference between the local storage and the session storage is when you like you can store some data in your own computer, like in your own browser, not computer, in your own browser you can store some data also. Like the data size will be like small amount of data only, but you can store around 5 MB of data. So it will be only for you only, not for the others. And the local storage and the session storage difference is that whenever you store the data in local storage, this data is persistent, means this data will be not and it will be not gone. Okay, it will be there always. And second thing we have what session storage. In session storage the data will be like for the tab only. Whenever you close the tab, the data will be disappear. So we learn about how can we store the data in local storage and session storage. To store some data in your local storage, you just have to use this method, that is local storage. This is inbuilt method. This local storage and this set item, it is inbuilt. We are just giving some key and we are giving some value. Okay, we just have to use this syntax and using it we can store some data. I already told you, like my screen is visible, right? My VS Code is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so first of all I am just directly using this local storage dot set item, and I'm giving something key here, like previously we learned about it, right? I'm just showing you once again, and I'm giving you my giving my value here, my name, so it will be stored. So I will show you here, like I'm going to this. So you can see your local storage data. You just have to go to the inspect, and in this application, this tab, see this console is for seeing your running your JavaScript code, and in this in elements you will get the code of your HTML and CSS, and we have some more tabs. And in this application we have this local storage and session storage. See, I'm going here. See, yesterday also I create one local storage, so it is there. Why? Because as I told you, local storage data will be always there. Okay, so this is the way how can we store the data in your local storage. And like suppose you don't only want to put the data in single way, like it is a single value, right? Instead of it you want to store like a complete object. Okay, like complete object or which contains your name and your email address. Normally a website stores your data like this. Whenever you log in, they store your email address or some ID in your local storage, so that they like track this person is logged in person. So you can create one variable of object const details. I am giving the object name as details. Okay, so here I am giving name, giving my name Fatima, and giving suppose email Fatima@gmail.com. Okay, see I'm getting this error. As I told you, in object we must have to give the proper syntax. So you can store some ID also. So here also we have to give comma. So I can give some ID. I'm giving like 123. So now I want to store this complete object in your local storage. Instead of just like storing this single value, I want to store this complete object. So instead of this key, I'm giving details here. Like any different name you can give. It is not like the same object name you have to give. Any different name you can give it here. So now here you have to call your uh, like that is your object name. That is details. Okay, now let's see it. See, yeah, let's see it. What's the syntax issue? Okay, see, this one is the, like, we didn't learn about this JSON.stringify. See, when I'm trying to store my object in my local storage, it is not showing up, it is not getting stored properly. What's the reason? Because your local storage and session storage can't store the data which is in the format of object. Okay, this is your actual object, right? They can't store this kind of data. Getting my point? See, what I am telling to say you is this session storage and local storage can't store your data which is in the format of this object. Okay, so you must have to first convert it. Okay, how can we convert it? We have to use this JSON. Like previously, as I told you, in fetch we use that .json, but I told you one more thing, that we can use .json with only fetch, right? Here we don't have any fetch, so we can't use it like this. .json, we can't use it like this. Let me show you. Okay, we can't do it like this, because as I told you, we can use this .json only with fetch. So instead of it, we can use there is one more method to convert your data. Like this is now in the actual object format, but your section storage and local storage will not accept this kind of data. So for that you have to convert it. For that purpose we have this JSON dot stringify. Okay, what JSON dot stringify will do? First of all, try to understand what is mean by JSON. JSON is your JavaScript object notation. Okay, it will look like a object only, but it is in the form of string. It is not like a actual object. I will show you here. Just see this one. Yeah, I'm just commenting this one. For now, just focus on this JSON. There are two methods in JSON. Then we will move to this local storage and section storage. See, just now I create one object. This is your normal object. See, now I am changing the format of my object. How I am changing? I am just using JSON.stringify. Okay, inside it I am giving this variable of my object. So whenever I console JSON string. Okay, and show this one also object. Okay, I'm running this code. See, yeah, for now here it is showing same, but the difference here is this JSON.stringify, what we are doing, we are converting the data, like format of it. It is not, we can't access it. Suppose if I am trying to do it like this, obj.name, we can access it, right? We can access the name from here. Let me show you first. Yeah, I can access this John, this name. If I did the same thing with dot name here, yeah, see, it is showing you undefined. Why? Because it is not accessible. If you are converting it like this, it becomes complete string. Okay, it becomes complete string. Like a string will be look like this. In this console, it is properly not showing. It will look like this. Yeah, here we have in notes. Yeah, it will look like this. See, this curly brackets also comes under your this single quotes, so it becomes a string, so you can't access a one property or method. So for that, to convert your normal object to like string format, we use this JSON.stringify. Why we are converting this? Because your local storage and session storage will not accept the for object format data. Okay, it only accept the data which is in the format of this string. Okay, now I will show you this one. So here also this local storage, first of all, before sending the object directly in your local storage, first of all you have to convert its format. So here you have to give JSON dot stringify. Inside it you have to give your object name. Now just see it. Now just see, it is properly stored. Getting my point? Why we use this JSON.stringify? Anyone having any doubt? You can ask me freely. Like this last concepts of JavaScript, like from the ES6 to till here, this is really very crucial. If you guys having any doubt, just feel free to ask me. Any doubt? Why we use this JSON.stringify?
Because local storage and session storage can store only in a string form.
Yeah,
So changing the
yeah,
object form into string form.
yes. This local storage and session storage will not accept the data which is in the format of normal object. It only accept the data which is in the format of string. So that is why we are changing it. Okay. So this is the first method of your JSON. So this is the way we can store some data in your local storage or session storage. If you want to just store the data in your session storage, the set item will be same. Just instead of giving this local storage, you just have to give session storage. Okay, this is simple. Yeah, see, it is stored. And whatever the thing we stored previously, it is not there. Why? Because as I told you, session storage, the data will be gone after whenever we just close the tab. And just read, whenever you store the data in your local storage, you can remove something. As we know, in local storage the data will be persistent, it can't be removed. So if due to some reason, like whenever the person log out from your website, you have to remove their data from your local storage, right, from their local storage. So for that purpose we have some methods. First one is like get item, just we know. This set item, just we know. I will show you this get item also. We can use remove. Okay, when we use this remove, it will remove that particular key value pair. Okay, suppose in our local storage we have this one, we have this name. Okay, I want to remove this one. So for that we can do it like this: local storage dot remove. Okay, remove item. Here you can give your key name. Let's see it. Let's see it once again. Get item, remove item, key properly. I think we have to give this in double quotes. And we have a normal name also. Let's try this one also. Local storage dot remove item and removing a name also. Let's try this one. See, that two name and a small letter name and capital letter both are removed. How it is getting removed? Because we are using local storage dot remove item method. Okay, and here you have to give the key. See, in notes it is not proper, you must have to use this double quotes, then only it is working properly. In notes also I will update it. Why we use this remove item? As I told you just now, like whenever user login, you are storing some data in local storage, but when he or she log out, you must have to remove it also, right? So for that purpose, you have on click of logout button, you are just removing that particular thing from your local storage. So that is why we use this remove item method. Okay, similarly we have some more methods like complete local storage data also you can remove. For that you have to use this local storage dot clear. Okay, when you use this local storage dot clear, whatever the data in your local storage, no matter how many data, like it can contains multiple data, this details, names, multiple data it can contain, but it will remove completely. So first of all I will show you by keeping some more data here. Local storage dot set item, I am giving a name, comma, Padma. Okay, so now I am removing these two methods for now. Let's see this one. Yeah, This name Fatima is saved here. So I want to remove it completely. So for that we can do it like this: local storage dot clear. It will completely clear whatever the data you have in your local storage. Okay, so it will be completely gone. Any doubt till now? Any doubt till now? Okay. So now just see what get item will do. See, just now we set the item, right? We just the item using a single value also you can store, or you can store the data in the form of object also. If you are storing in the form of object, you must have to use this JSON dot stringify. To convert your normal object to string format, we are using this. Now we can get the data also from your local storage. Like suppose why we want to get the data. Suppose you are asking for the username and their password. Okay, whenever user enter their password and email address, you are storing their data in your local storage. And from this data also, by taking this data also only, you have to show this data in your browser, like in your like in this window you want to show it. So for that you want to get this data from your local storage, right? Whenever the user fill the form, your data will be stored here, and again you want to show it here. So for that you want to take out this data from here and show it here again. So for that we use this get item. Okay, for that purpose we use this get item method. What it will do, it gets the value from a given key. Let me show you. Yeah, here we have. Okay, to retrieve the object, to use the data getting from the local storage, must have to convert in JS object format. Like how we are storing your normal JavaScript will not can't use this JSON format, right? When I am doing this like this, suppose first of all I am removing this one. Just now we saw, right? When I am trying to access that, I will show you here once again. String format. I'm doing like this JSON dot stringify and giving details here, and now I'm trying to console this string format, and this string format contains this name, email, ID also. Let me show you this first. Yeah, first of all let me remove this session storage. See, now I want to access only the name. Okay, I want to access only the name. See, it is showing you undefined. Why? Because your JavaScript can't read the string properly. So you must have to again change it. If you are getting the data from your local storage back to your code, back to your JavaScript, again you have to change it. For that you have to use parse method. Okay, if it is in the form of string, you have to convert it into local object format. For that we use this parse method. So here we have this parse one. See, yeah, I will show you here. Okay, first of all I am removing this complete code. Now just see this one. Okay, just now we delete it, right? We clear it. I will keep this again. Okay. Okay, instead of giving session storage, I am giving local storage. Okay, now just see this. Okay, I have one details, key and some value. Now I want to get this data again back in my system, again back in my computer. So for that we can use this one. See, we just have to get the data from your local storage, as I told you, we have to use this method, that is local storage dot get item. Why we are using this get item? Now we are not setting in our local storage, we are now trying to get back our data from our local storage. So for that we have to give the correct key here, that is your details. Okay, so we will get the data. I will show you without using this parts first. Okay, now I'm consoling this stored user. Okay, just see this one. Yeah, it is showing local storage. Local storage. Okay. Yeah, it is correct. Because of not using that parts, it is showing you this error. Okay, so must you have to use this local like parts to convert the data. Let me remove this one. Now we have stored the data properly, right? Let me see this once again. Stored user. Okay, it is still showing the same error because we are not using the parse method. We are doing the same correctly, local storage dot get item, and we are trying to fetching the data of this details object, but this format is not correct, right? So we must have to convert it. For the converting purpose we have to use this parse. What parse will do, it will convert your string format to your object format. Okay, what parse will do, it will convert your string format to your object format. So for that we just have to use this JSON dot parse, and inside it you can give your this from where you are trying to get this data. So from now here I am giving again why we are getting this error. Sometime we will get this kind of error. Local storage is correct, right? Okay, let me see this in here in console. Okay, yeah, now here we are getting properly, but in our VS Code terminal it is showing some kind of error. Let's see this without using this JSON dot part. This is also must work properly. Let's see it here. Okay, just see it. This is not in the format of object, like you can clearly see it, right? When I am trying to click it, I am not able to do this because this is in the form of string. So that is why I can't do it. So that is why I can't use it also, right? I can't use it, like if I am doing dot name, it will not access it. So for that you must have to convert it. For the converting purpose we are using this JSON dot parse. Okay, now just see this console. See, this is your proper object format. Now you can access id, name, email like this. So you guys can like face this kind of issue. Sometimes this local storage, session storage will not like work, because this local storage and session storage are your browser storage, right? So it will not be shown in your terminal. It will be like not defined. This local storage is not defined. This kind of issue you will face. Okay, so now you guys like able to properly understand why we use this local like this JSON dot parse and JSON dot stringify. Any doubt in this? Okay, I will tell you one more like better example why we use this get item. Like you can think about it like this. Already we have the data we are storing. Why we are again converting back? Like now see, I just use 2 lines of code, right? This details is there in my local storage, it is not here. Now I want to get the data from my local storage, not from my code, right? So to get the data from my local storage and want to convert this into proper object format, that is why I'm doing this JSON dot parse. Okay, if we are not doing json.parse, you can't like access a particular key value. Like suppose now I can do it like this also. Stored user dot name also, like particular key also I can access. Just see. Okay, but when it is in the string format, we can't access it like this, right? Any doubt in this? If you guys having any doubt, just feel free to ask me.
Details here is name, email ID, all those are there, right?
Yeah.
So in the beginning only, if we write whether we require it later or not, in the beginning only we like declaring a global variable. Can we write like that in the beginning only, JSON and stringify, so that we can
See,
use it?
we are not like doing this. Like you are not going to store this name, email, address. Okay, just now I create a object. You are thinking like this. We are keeping this as we can keep this as a global object. But just think in a big picture. Like we are not giving the by default name and this email. There will be a different user. They enter their email address and their name, like dynamic. The data will come dynamic, not static.
Understood.
Okay,
Okay.
the
Yeah.
data will come dynamic. From that, when they ever click on the sign in button, then only your data will be stored in your local storage, and from that local storage you are trying to access it. The data is not accessible to you. You are trying to access it from the your local storage. It is not there in your code. Okay, we will do one like task management project. You will understand this local storage in a more better way. Okay,
Okay.
how we store the data and how we will get the data from it. Getting my point now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is all about your
Is
local. Yeah.
the what is that, ma'am? Local storage, session storage is are they different from the cache memory that we say?
Yeah, it is different.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, in application we have cache memory also.
Mm.
Okay, cookies, cache memory. Yeah, cache storage is
Oh,
also
it
there.
is there here.
Okay,
Okay.
we can store some data in our cache also.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so this is all about your local storage and session storage. Like to if you want to like store the data for a temporary basis, you can use the session storage. If you want to store some the data for permanent basis, you can use the local storage. We will do one project like after completing that document dom. We will do one project on this. Okay, you will understand it more clearly, and we will do one more project on fetching the data from the API, and we will show it in our like in our website. So we'll do that project also. Okay, then yeah, this JSON also like clear, right? Why we use this JSON dot parse and why we use this JSON dot stringify? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
What about others? Yes, okay, yeah. So yeah, we learn about this one. So did like Memona told you about this modules? Did she teach you about the modules part? I'll show you. Yeah, here. You guys know about modules? Modules in JavaScript? Yes or no? Something?
Yes, ma'am. So group functions into a file. We have to import
Yeah, we have to
what
import.
required from other place. Yeah.
Yes, yes, that one only. Like you can write the code in your one file. If you want to if you want to use this one file code in your different file, you can use this import export. That is your modules. Okay, if she already teach you, you can revise it from the recordings. Okay, so we are going to like move to the different topics now.
It's where
Yes,
we use export.js to call the function and do it.
yes. Like for the exporting we use this export, and for the importing we use that import keyword. Why we use this import export? Like as I told you, if you want to use the data, use the code which is written here in this file, but you want to access this file's code in different file, so for that purpose we use this modules. Okay, anyone wants me to explain this once again? Anyone wants me to explain this once again? Okay, what about others?
You can explain, ma'am.
Okay, I will explain it once again.
See, we learned write the code once and then use it again. But
Mm-hmm.
we have written notes as storage, but is the same storage as what we are talking as local storage, session storage, or it's not like that?
These are the two different things. Like in local storage and session storage, we are storing data. We are storing some data of, like, we are not storing the actual code, right? We are storing the data of some person. Like if anyone buy something, we can store the product details, some data we are storing. But in the case of these modules, we are like reusing the code. Okay, in one file you define the code, you write the code of adding two numbers. If in different file there is a need of adding two numbers, you can reuse it.
Okay.
I will show you once again. Yes, here we have these modules. So as I told you, why we use modules let you split your code into separate file. First thing I will tell you, when you are working in any project, there is not will be a single file of your JavaScript. Okay, there will be no single file of your JavaScript, because the project will be like large, so you will create a multiple files of your JavaScript. Like for the writing the code of your home page, you will give the name as home.js. For writing the code of your product, you will give product.js, like this. Okay, suppose if you write some functionality in your home.js file, and it is used in your products.js file also. So instead of writing that code once again, you can take it out that code from your index, like you're from home.html. You don't have to do the copy paste. You just can use this import and export. Okay, I will tell you this one with an example. So for that, suppose we will create one file, that is max.object, max.js. Here it is. Yeah. Yes. Here I will give like one file name, that is I am giving max.js. Okay. So this max.js is my different file, and this index.js is my different file. So I am keeping the code of adding two numbers. See, I'm giving function. How we create a normal function? I just give the function keyword, I give the name of my function, and give two variables. This is the simple way how we create a function. But before it, I give export. What I'm trying to tell, I want to export this function to different files also. That is why we are giving this export keyword. Okay, see, this variable also I want to export it, so that other files also can reuse it. So that is why we are telling this export. If you are not giving this export, other files can't use it. And just see it, here we are giving export default. Export default means in one file you can use this default, like this one is by default one, like this. In this index.js you will understand it, why, what's the reason of giving this default. So here I am taking this as, I am importing this, whatever we just export it, right? So import multiply add pi from .max.js. Here we are giving the file name from which file we are trying to take out that functions or variables. We are just giving the file name here. Just observe it, this add.py, add comma pi, that is pi, and this multiply, this add and pi I gave inside my curly brackets. and this multiply I didn't give in curly brackets. So this is the reason when you do the export default, you don't have to use this curly brackets. Okay, when you use this export default means this is the default one, you are not especially saying. So that is why we are just giving the name. If you are just normally using this export, you must have to give this in a curly brackets. Getting my point? So in a one file you can only use this export default in one time only, you can't use this multiple times. In a one file you can use this export default one time only, but this export you can use multiple times. Any doubt till here? Want to ask me anything? Anyone?
Is it like the including the header files?
It is like the importing the header file. You are not talking about the header file. What is header file?
I mean, other programming language we use header file for including the pre-built functions. That like we
Yeah,
include
yeah,
a
yeah.
import.
Yes, yes. Like in Python also, like in different languages, how we import the different files code. It is the same way. Okay. So here you can use it. Like I just import whatever the code I write in the max.js file. I just import it. Why we use this curly brackets? Because wherever I give this normal export, we must have to give that name inside the curly brackets. Just see, I am just giving the add your function name and your variable name. Okay, now whenever I run this, I am running node max.js. Yeah, it is not proper. What's the reason? Let me show in the console better. Not use import outside of your function. Where it is? Yeah, it's correct only. Yeah. Let me show the different like some console here. Let's see why this we are getting this error. Not like it is correct. Yeah, max.js. Yeah, your file name is correct, right? Let me try to run this index.js file. Okay, yeah, it's correct only. See, we have to give the index.js, right? Okay, okay, what's the error now? Imported from like I think we are not giving the path properly here. Let me close this. Let's try this now. Should work properly. Max.js. Yeah, it is working fine. The path was not correct. I think it is same only, right? Previous also. I think the slash is different. Just now see, this add is not defined, this function is not defined inside your inside this index.js file, but still it is working. How it is working? Because we are importing this multiply, add and pi, that is pi, from your different file, from your max.js file. Okay, any doubt in this modules now? Any doubt?
No, ma'am. Can you show the code, ma'am? I'm just writing down the first line.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So this is the reason why we use modules. Like you can reuse your code. Whatever the code you write in your max.js file, you're just reusing it instead of writing that add function twice, like multiple times. You're directly using it once again. Okay, so this is the like benefit of using this modules. This module concept we have in different languages also. Like in Python also we have this concept. Okay. So now just after it. We learn about this synchronous, asynchronous, this fetch also done. Yes, yeah, yes, like yeah, we have try and catch also. Why we use try and catch? Like if your code is proper, it will be executed. Like suppose I will tell you with one example. First of all, I am in my index.js. I am using this console.log. I am giving one here, and here I am giving console.log. I am giving name. This name variable is not defined, right? So it must give you some error, right? So I'm defining giving some different thing, console.log. I'm giving 2, so it will also run properly, it will also run properly. This will give you some kind of error, right? So let me show you. Just see this, it is showing you 1, right? But this code having some error, because of this only it is not showing me 2 also, right? This is not a proper thing. This is containing some error, so it should stop working this one, but it must show this one also, right? But it is not doing like this. So because of this error, it is not displaying me this output also. So like it is looking like this in any website. Like first of all, I am going to Amazon. So if there is some error in your header part, it means like it will not show you this product section, it will not show you this header section, like this footer section also. This is not a correct way. Why? Because if it is containing some error in your header section, at least it show this product page and this footer part, right? So this is the correct way. So that is why we use this try and catch. Getting my point? Why we use this try and catch? Like because of completely dying the code, because of completely killing the code, just stop just getting the error in that particular block. Okay, so just because of this line of code, it is not executing the code which is below it. Okay, if I give it some more things below inside it, like this, see it is showing me the one. Yeah, it is showing me the 1 and it is showing me the error, and it is not showing me this 2 and 3. Why? Because just because of this error. Okay, so to overcome this issue we use this try and catch. Okay, so whatever the risky part, like in which you are thinking the error will come, like mostly we use this try and catch to fetch the data from your database, like from your backend. If there is some error, the remaining thing will not be get affected. Okay, so we want to make sure like due to any one particular reason we don't want to affect this error to others also. So that is why we use this try and catch. Okay, in try we will give the risky part of code, like in which we can get some kind of error, we give it inside it, and it will show. If it is working properly, it will show you here. If it is getting some error, it will show you in the error part. Still it will work the remaining code. Okay, here I will show you. See, here also we are doing the same thing, console.log 1, and this one is not proper. So here we will get the error, but still it will show you the console.log 2. Let me show you now. See, 1 error happened, but code will continue, and showing the 2. So this is how the developer can understand from where I am getting the error, right? So this is a proper way. Because of this one issue, the below code is not like stuck, right? So that is why we use this try. So the risky part of code we give inside the try, and the error we can give inside your catch, and below it you can write your normal flow of code. Okay, any doubt in this try and catch?
Ma'am, please show the syntax and the code.
Yeah.
So when the developer has a doubt that there can be error, he will use it as try and catch, is it?
Yes, yes. Yeah, when we try to get the data from our backend, we are not sure, like we will get the data properly or we will get some error, we are not sure. So in that case we put that async await or that promises code inside our try, and if there is some error we can catch it here. We just use the try and give this curly bracket inside it, we use that async await code, and if there is some error we catch it inside this catch block, this block of code. You just have to give catch and er, means whatever the error you are getting, it will be stored inside it, you can print it out here. Okay, any doubt?
Okay.
uh Harish, Krish, any doubt? You guys having so any doubt? Harish, Krish? Okay. Okay, let's move ahead. Like after this try and catch, like from
I mean,
tomorrow. Yeah,
if you don't get wrong, we need a break, ma'am, for completely revise whatever you have taught all these days in full Java itself.
yeah, full JavaScript like revision you want, right?
Yes, ma'am. We have to try on our own, write
Mm-hmm.
everything on our own and see, because in the screen it's going slightly faster, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Yes, yes, I can understand. Like from notes, we will do one revision completely. I will give you like some task also. I give you some task like two people's only done it,
I
Harish
will
and
do it, ma'am. Yeah, yeah, we are doing it, ma'am.
okay. When you do some task, like when you do some practice, like from this notes also, there are some examples. So you can try this example in your VS Code. So we'll get a clear idea. We will do the revision part also, no need to be worried. See, after this local storage, we have this oops concept. After completing this oops, we are having DOM. Why we use this DOM? Like this oops is not that much important in JavaScript. Like in different languages, oops concept is really important, but in JavaScript it is not, like it is little advanced, more advanced topic. But and easy only we will teach. But this DOM, why we use this DOM? Like till now we are showing the data in our console, like we are getting the data from our API, we are showing in our console, but this is not a correct way, right? We want to show the data in our browser, right, in our website. So for that purpose we use this DOM. Okay, before starting this DOM we will do some revision, then we will start this DOM. Okay, yeah. So let's start this oops first, like we have some time. So in JavaScript we have the oops concept. In oops, like in different languages there are like lengthy concept of oop is there. Oop stand for object oriented programming language. Oops stand for object oriented programming language. Okay, programming till here. So in JavaScript, we are not like in depth, we are not moving like in OOPS. So we have classes, object, inheritance, encapsulation, and polymorphism. These are the concepts we normally have in all the different languages. In JavaScript also we have, but it is not important to learn though all those concepts in your JavaScript. So in JavaScript, first of all, you guys have to know what is prototype, what is classes, and what is objects. All objects we already know, right? What is object? Like we can store the data in a key value pair, we already know about it. We must have to know the constructor, we have to know the inheritance. So these are the four things, and these are the easy things only. We can cover it. Like first of all, let's see what is prototype. First of all, I will show you. I'm removing this code. I'm creating one object, obj1, giving my name. Okay, like here, Fatima. Yeah. I am consoling this obj1. Just see it here. Okay, this is your object, right? Whenever I just click on this, it is showing me the prototype, right? What is prototype? Whenever you create one object, this object contains prototype. Prototype is also a object. This is like inbuilt object which contains all the like properties, all the methods you normally use it. Like if you create array also, you can check this. In array also you will get this prototype. I am creating one array, giving array my variable name, giving like 1 2 3. Okay, so whenever I'm just consoling it, giving array, just see this one now. Just see, this is your array. When I click on it, it is also having this prototype. When I click on it, see, it is containing all the objects. Like while we learning the array, we learn about this filter, find index, all these methods. So all these methods are stored inside your inside your array prototype. So it is inbuilt, right? So whenever you try to access it, it is already there. So that is why you can do this pop, push, reduce, reverse, all these things. So what is prototype? Prototype is nothing but it is a object. It is automatically stored inside your object. Whenever you create a object or array, it is automatically by default created inside it. Okay, this prototype contains all the properties and methods a normal object and array can contain. Okay, all the methods we learned like unshift, shift, all these methods are there. So that is why we are able to use it. If it is not there, we can't use it, right? So how we are using it? Because it is by default, it is inside your prototype. That is how we can able to use it. Getting my point? What is prototype? Should I explain it once again? See, I will tell you.
Explain example, ma'am, in the code, with the code.
Yeah, see, in the code we are not writing anything. See, in the code we are not writing anything. I just create one object, I just create one array. But whenever I just console it, it will show you prototype also. Okay, prototype. So by default, this is by default. This one is by default. Whenever just you click on it, here we are getting this prototype. So inside this prototype, we have all the by default, all the methods and all the properties of array and object. It is inside there. Okay, so that is your prototype. If you want to add some new prototype, you can do it. Like first of all, I will show you with one object example. This is like we are using this for inheritance also. You will see it. Just now see this. See, whenever I just console this student, okay, I just want to console that student. A student contains name and age. Here I just keep it like this. See, student, name and age. When I console it, it is showing me the name and age, and it is containing the prototype also. As I told you, prototype is a object which contains all the pre-inbuilt functions and methods and properties. So if you want to add your own like prototype, suppose I create one more object, that is your human, and inside this human I give one like function here. I give some method inside it. Now what I want to do, see, what I want to do, I want to give this whatever the thing this I want to give this name and age to this student also. Okay, what I want to do is I want to give whatever the things are inside your human, I want to give the same thing to your student also. Like this human contains work, but this student doesn't contain the work, right? So I want to write this, like I want to inherit the property and this method of this human to this one, this object. For that we are using this is proto. We are giving from where you want to, like to which you want to copy. I want to copy all the like properties. I will give it once here, like email also I am giving Fatima, yeah. Okay, just see it. What I'm trying to see, what I'm trying to tell you is I want to take out this, I want to get this information also inside your student object also. So for that we are just copying whatever the things are inside your human object, we are just copying all those details inside your student also. So for that we just have to follow this like syntax. We just have to give the name to which you want to copy, student dot proto, and here you have to give the object name to from which you are copying. So now this student, see student doesn't contains the walk, right? But it will still show you the correct output. Okay, now let me show you. Okay, I can walk. Why it is showing you this like this I can walk? See, just see, you can see it, right? This student doesn't contain this walk, but still it is showing. Why? Because it is copying this walk from the human. How it is copying? From using this proto, student dot proto equals to human, means it is copying whatever the thing inside your human, it is copying all those things inside your student. So now student can access this one also, this email also, student dot email. Let me console it. Console dot log. Okay, let me show you. See, okay, getting my point? Any doubt in this? Why we use this proto? We just want to get the access, like we are just copying some methods and properties which is not there in our this student object. We are just trying to copy the human object properly, human object completely. So for the copying purpose we are giving the name of our object, we are then giving the proto equals to this from where we want to copy, equal to our object name. So now this student can have the access of this work, and now student have the access of this email also. Any doubt inside it? I think this one is easy, right? Any doubt?
Yes, ma'am. Right.
Harish, Krish, you guys having any doubt? Okay, just for the copying purpose we use it. Okay, like this is a normal object, right? This is a normal object, but we learn about we can create an object using class also. In class for the copying purpose you use inheritance. Okay, for the copying purpose, like we normally, this is a normal object, but in using the classes also you can create a object. So if you want to like copy the methods and properties like this, for that you can use this inheritance. So these are the like two things are there. After it we will just revise some concept, like whatever the things we have learned till now we will just revise in our next class. Then after it we will move to this dom is really an important topic. Don't like miss this class. Dom is really important. After learning the dom you guys will able to clearly understand why we are learning this javascript. Okay, so that's all
Okay.
for today's session. You want guys want to ask me anything? Okay, so now I'm going to end this session. Okay guys, bye bye.
Thank you.